Alright, we should be live. And believe it or not, I've actually already got the game running! Whoa, that's crazy! This is the wrong world. Yeah, that's the completely wrong world. So let me fix that real quick. Resume saved. Elon Musk died for this. Accidentally clicked on Earth is overrated. Which is one of my very, very old worlds that I still haven't orbited Kerbin yet. But I had $152,000 somehow. Yeah, so I've made some progress since my last stream. I did a bit of off-stream stuff, but I didn't really get anywhere. The whole time has been trying to go to the moon, land on it, gather scientific data from it, and come back. And I got pretty close, but my engine wasn't strong enough to slow me down, and I ended up crashing into the moon at around 180 meters per second per second. So now we're off to a good start because I already have a lot of knowledge of orbital mechanics, and now I know how to orbit the moon. And I have a vastly improved rocket, and since then I got heavy rocketry, and yeah, I can do a lot more complicated things now with these stupid little Kerbins. Also, my game is incredibly laggy, just don't mind that. It should be fine. It's definitely on my end because my computer sucks. I'm going to get a new computer in about a couple of years, so don't expect the quality to improve anytime soon. So I have a couple contracts active. The first contract is haul this stupid little engine into flight above Kerbin. And then the next one is gather scientific data from space above Kerbin. And then the next one is gather scientific data from around the moon. And then I also have one that says bring a Kerbal to the moon and back, which is a main one, which is an exceptional prestige. Ow! Dang, I just got clobbered by me. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm sorry. So yeah, this rocket is pretty slow to take off, but ooh boy, it gets real spicy once the mid stage turns on. I have a skipper, which is the little cousin of the main stall, which basically means that its power rivals that of the entirety of Oklahoma, and the main stall rivals that of the entirety of Canada. So yeah. It's really slow, but if I try to speed it up, the physics wouldn't like that. And neither would my SAS. So, I'm gonna not do that. That was done there. Oh god, not this crap again. So I gotta get a bunch of vertical momentum, but I can't get too much or else I'm not gonna be able to get a high enough orbit and I'll just crash into the atmosphere. So a 60-degree angle should be enough to get me enough vertical and horizontal momentum to get into a nice good orbit around Kerbin. Once these bobcats kick in, I'll go real fast. So I just gotta maintain this. Gotta maintain it. Why is it so slow? I need 2 times time just to have 1 times time. Jesus, it's so laggy! What's wrong with this stream in particular? It wasn't like this, was it? Or am I just so used to playing off stream now? There we go, that's a lot more control. Wait, where is it going? 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 Okay. I hate this stage because it's really unstable. And I don't know why. Especially when it's laggy like this. What is going on? I have so many reaction wheels. Why is it doing this? Oh, it's because the SAS is stupid. That's why. It wants to go up right now. When, it's supposed to go sideways. And now it's supposed to go up, but it wants to go down. Oh my god. Rockets, am I right? You know, how hard can rocket science be was my famous last words. I mean, sure, it's actual rocket science, but oh my god, it's rocket science. I want to rotate! Stop it! I want to rotate! Stop it! Stop it! Rotate! 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 Oh my god! Is this what space agencies have to deal with? High latency? My inputs don't get through until like a second after I make them. Also, can we speed this up, please? This is taking forever. Oh, that's what I mean about the physics giving up. Look at it. I can't even revert to vehicle assembly because it's already been on the launch pad, so I can't change anything, even though I don't think I want to. Yeah, so the SAS is not being cooperative. Alright, let's just try and get to space. I can be patient, maybe you can't, but I can be patient, so I can watch this thing fail all day. What is the SAS doing right now? I mean, it does a lot to keep this thing stable, but once we get to the upper stages, it completely fails. So why is the time yellow? What? How messed up is my game because I'm streaming right now? Was it like this always? I can't tell. Yeah, so this is gonna be a pain, but it's not going to be as hard as you might expect to do this, even though it's going to be as hard as you might expect to do this. That is probably the most stupid sentence I have ever said. That was bad. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens when I decouple. Alright, see you later, nerds. Yeah, we're already so high in the air. And we're showing no we're showing no signs of slowing down. It's what I like to see out of a rocket. You know, I don't really want to slow down in a rocket. That's not my primary objective. My main goal is to speed up and go up. My objective. What is your heat resistance? I forget. Well, I can't go back to vehicle assembly, so I'll never know until I check again by making another rocket. Or by just loading the rocket I have autosave, which is probably what I'll do. Alright, we're making good time here. This is probably a better way to do it than the other way I was doing it. You know, having the SAS take control and then I just kind of nudge it in the direction I want it to go. There's the sun. I'm going towards the sun. The moon is right there. But the moon is orbiting the opposite way. Yeah. So this is gonna really get us going. So let's stay at a 45-degree angle so we can get 50-50 speed and height. Maybe a little more speed, or maybe a little more height and speed. But yeah, 50-50 speed and height. Yeah. Those first stage boosters finally hit the ground. Excuse me. Unfortunately, I can't check how y'all on stream are doing right now, so just kind of wait. I'll be able to get to your questions in a minute. Acting like a professor. I'm not a goddamn professor. Wow, this is so cool, and this is cool, but it's so cool. Like, wow, it's cool, man. It's cool, man. Like, wow, it's so... Why is my rocket like this? Do you want to be a dolphin? Are you a dolphin? No, you're not a dolphin. Do you want to be a dolphin? In that case, I'm fine with it. I don't think you want to be a dolphin. If you do, then I'm fine with it, but I don't think you want to be a dolphin. Let's power wash our way into space. Power wash? What did I just say? Alright, anyway, this is the Bobcat engine, which was recently added in the new update, the new patch. And now we got the Poodle as well, because we got heavy rocketry. And look at this thing fly. Look at it fly. Oh wow, we've already got a sizable orbit. So I'm just going to have this thing go full throttle until we can reach an orbit. And then I'm going to have it extend the Appropriosis to the moon's orbit. And then, oh yeah, I need to extend the satellite now. I also need to grab a science experiment to complete a contract, so I'll just do that. Where's the satellite? Here it is. Extend antenna, and then you can take like a temperature sample, log temperature, whatever. Transmit. Contract completed. Great. Alright, now let's warp to the Appropriosis. And let's increase our orbit a little. Let's also activate the network vision. Alright, and now let's extend our orbit a little more. Yeah. Hold on one second. Okay, so now we can extend our orbit. Sorry about that. So we're extending our orbit. I don't want to crash into my little communications vessel, even though it's not a communications vessel. Okay, now let's just extend the orbit up to the moon's orbit. And I can use controls to kind of slow it down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. 1 second. Rewind a little bit. A tiny bit. Rewind. Rewind a little bit. Okay. Warp here. Here we are. Now, what if I slow down a little? And turn on maneuver mode. This is crazy crap, people. Alright, now warp here. Oh, wait, hold on. Stop. Warp here. Okay. Now... Alright, perfect. Now let's just kind of descend. Perfect. Actually, perfect. Okay. So now we stage. Activate this engine so that we don't need to later. That is going to crash into the moon. I think. Yeah, that's going to crash into the moon. It shouldn't matter though. Okay, now let's just position our craft and warp here, I guess. Warp here. Wait, stop. So maybe at like... That was a weird bit of lag. So I'll stop at around 20,000 meters and I'll push retrograde. Oh, that was perfect. Just gotta slow down. I hope. Come on. Come on. Come on. Slow down, you stupid idiot. Keep slowing down. Slow down. That's gonna... Yeah, that's where it went. I'm landing in a crater. It's gonna be my grave! I'm gonna get buried in a crater! I'm gonna be moon treasure! Yay! Ow. Well, that was a failure. Revert to launch. 30,000 is probably the play. 40,000. You know what? 40,000. 40,000 is the play. 40,000 is the play. That's the play here. That's the play. But we gotta get through this painful sequence again. So just grab a snack and get comfortable because we're gonna be here for another like 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be here for another good while. 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 We're gonna be here for another. We're gonna be here for another good while. We're gonna be here for another good while. We're gonna be here for another good while. But hey, at least my rocket doesn't tumble, which would be very unfortunate if I tried to do anything besides, you know, tumble. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's just wait for this thing to do its thing. Hey, that rhymed. That has rhymed with rhyme. Nothing rhymes with rhyme. Line. Rhyming in lines. Rhymes with lines. What rhymed with orange? I don't know. What am I saying? I think I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Like I think I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. Rats, I'm crazy. I messed it up already. I'm sorry. Why can I mess up the simplest things? All I need to do is say, crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room filled with rats, and the rats make me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room filled with rats, and rats made me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room filled with rats, and rats made me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room filled with rats, and rats made me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room filled with rats, and rats made me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room filled with rats, and rats made me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room filled with rats, and rats made me crazy. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room filled with rats. Crazy. Okay, I messed it up, sorry. That was a streak, though. You can't deny that. Anyway, let me focus on actually flying this thing, even though it's literally the simplest job in the world. Spam D! And then correct your mistakes with A. And then activate the bobcats and go absolutely banana nuts. What direction is this? Oh, yeah, that'll help. Okay, so we're adjusting the thing. Ooh, we'll be able to make it pretty far now. We'll have enough fuel to get out of the atmosphere and still have a little bit of kick left from the bobcats. I should probably start adding parachutes on my solid fuel boosters because they're probably the most expensive single booster I can ever buy. Yeah, I should probably start adding parachutes on those. Put parachutes on them, and then when they fall, the parachutes activate, and then they do their thing, the parachute thing, whatever parachutes do. Alright, but anyway, that's enough tangent. Whoa, we're going hypersonic now. And did we break sound barrier? I hope we broke the sound barrier. That would be absolutely banana nuts if we broke the sound barrier. Unfortunately, there is no achievement for breaking the sound barrier. Very unfortunate. I know. It's insane. It's just like people they just don't. That's what they do. They just don't. People just like to not, you know? People just like to not do things. And instead of doing things, they don't do things. Yay, we escaped the atmosphere. Can we make it to orbit with bobcats? No, idiot, we can't. You should think of these things before you say them. Hey, at least our vertical speed is off the damn charts. Okay. You can always tell you're in space because of music goes. Imagine if instead of this weird kind of classical, they played doom music when you got into space, like there was some sort of epic boss fight. But the epic boss fight was orbital controls. Urban Parapsis. Where are you going, Parapsis? Parapsis? Periapsis. Periapsis, Parapsis, Parapsis? Parapsis, where are you going? No! No! Why? I was friends with a Parapsis. I'm just going to call it appropriosis and Parapsis. It's easier to say, and everyone says them anyway. You go absolutely bonkers banana nuts moment. Alright, start slowing down a little bit. And then, when the time strikes whatever, he rises. And he rises. And he rises. And he rises. and he rises, and he rises, and he rises, and he stops rising. That was a little bit far. Bring it in. Okay, so there we go, and now I can extend my antenna, and I can get this. There we go. That was a contract, and now I can there's nothing with the moon? Nothing with the moon. Is this just orbit? We're like... Ooh! Okay. So that'll fling me out of Kerbin's orbit and put me around the sun. Like this unlucky bastard. Right here. This boyo. Its altitude is 15 billion meters. And it's falling. Or no, it's rising. But if I warp to the Mon encounter and slow down, okay. Now, I need to use the remaining fuel to get into a landing position. So I just need to bend my orbit around the moon. And stage, and go. Okay. Now I can warp like here or something. That should be around 100,000. Oh my god, this is hard to... Can I just... No. Can I click a point on my orbit? I wanna... There we go. Where was this one spot? Here we go, warp here. I love this game. Oh my god, I love this game. I love this game. You know what? I'm gonna come back later. How about that? Alright? I'm gonna come back later. Be tuned for the next stream. It's gonna happen later today. I'm going to come back later and try this again because I am not in the best place to do this right now. I mean, like, mentally, like, I'm very stressed. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so, also I'm gonna eat soon, so I'll come back later and, yeah. I also have it open, so when I come back, I'll be right on the screen. I'll just end the stream.